Alright, so today we are talking beaches, our favorite ones in Tenerife. We've spent some years exploring the island and trust me, we've seen it almost all. The famous spots, the hidden gems, the places that are perfect for chilling and the ones we just have to jump in the water. In this vlog we're taking you along to the beaches we personally love, whether it's for vibe, the scenery, or just because they feel special to us. We made a ranking, but don't hold us to it. These are just real experiences and why we keep coming back to these places. So if you're planning a trip or just curious to see what Tenerife's coastline has to offer, stick around, it's gonna be a good one. Let's kick off our list with Playa de Fañabe. It's a well-known beach in the south of Tenerife, right in the heart of Costa Adeje. This is a popular spot, and while it might not be our ultimate favorite, it definitely has its charm and a lot to offer. First off, it's a pretty long beach, I would say about 600 meters in length and around 40 meters wide, so you can usually find a spot even on busier days. The sand here is golden, a mix of natural and imported sand, which makes it much softer than some of the volcanic beaches on the island. The water is generally calm thanks to the breakwaters, so it's a great choice if you're into relaxed swimming or coming with kids. Facilities are top-notch as well. You've got sunbeds and umbrellas for rent, shower, toilets, and even accessibility ramps. There are lifeguards on duties, so it's a safe option for families. If you're looking for activities, there's plenty to do. Jet ski rentals, banana boat rides, and even parasailing if you're into the mood for some adrenaline. Behind the beach, the promenade is full of restaurants, cafes, and shops, so if you need a quick snack, a cold drink, or even a little shopping break, you've got everything within a walking distance. Now, one downside is parking. If you're coming by car, finding a free spot is almost impossible. Most parking around here is paid, and during peak season it can be a real hassle. If you don't mind walking a bit, you might find something further away, but otherwise be ready to pay for a spot. So why is Playa de Fañabe on our list? Well, it's convenient. It's got all the facilities you'd need, and it's an easy choice for a classic beach day. But with so many incredible beaches in Tenerife, let's move on to the next on our list. Let's talk about Playa de Las Vistas. It's situated between Los Cristianos and Playa de las Americas in Tenerife's south. This beach is a favorite among locals and visitors alike, and it's easy to see why. It's huge. Stretching over 850 meters, Playa de Las Vistas has golden sand and clear calm waters thanks to the breakwaters that protect it from strong currents. This makes it an ideal spot for families with small children, as the shallow waters provide a safe environment for them to splash around. One of the standout features of this beach is its exceptional accessibility. Playa de las Vistas has been recognized for its efforts to accommodate visitors with disabilities. The beach offers a spacious wooden platform that extends close to the shoreline, allowing easy access for wheelchair users. Additionally, there are accessible showers and bathrooms, as well as a dedicated team to assist those who need extra help entering the water. This commitment to inclusivity ensures that everyone can enjoy a day at the beach without barriers. Facilities here are also excellent. You'll find sunbeds and umbrellas available for rent, well-maintained showers, and pretty clean restrooms. Lifeguards are on duty throughout the day, providing an added sense of security for swimmers. The promenade behind the beach is busy with a variety of restaurants, cafes, and shops, catering to all tastes. Whether you like local Canarian dishes or something more familiar, there's plenty to choose from. And speaking of familiar, for those who enjoy a quick and convenient meal, there's even a McDonald's located just a short walk from the beach. One of the things that gives this beach its unique vibe is the ambulant cocktail makers. These guys walk around with coolers full of fresh fruit, ice, and bottles of alcohol, mixing up mojitos and other cocktails right in front of you. I feel like it's a bit of a signature experience here. You're just lying on your sunbed and suddenly someone's handing you a freshly made mojito. Parking in the area can be a bit challenging, especially during peak times. While there are some free parking spots, they tend to fill up quickly. There are paid parking options available, but it's advisable to arrive early or consider alternative transportation to avoid the hassle. So why do we appreciate Playa de las Vistas? It's the combination of its family-friendly environment, excellent facilities, and a strong commitment to accessibility. So whether you're looking to relax on the sand, take a dip in the calm water, or enjoy a meal with an ocean view, this beach offers something for everyone. It's that kind of place where all visitors, regardless of age or ability, can have a memorable and enjoyable experience. Alright, moving on to Playa del Duque, Christina's absolute favorite in the south of Tenerife. And honestly, I get it. This beach is something else. It's got a totally different vibe compared to the others we've talked about so far. First off, let's talk location. Playa del Duque is in Costa Adeje, one of the most high-end areas in Tenerife. The beach is lined with luxury hotels and the whole area feels a little more upscale. But at the same time, it's not over the top. It still has a relaxed, chill atmosphere, which makes it a great spot to unwind. The sand here is really nice. It's a mix of golden and light grey, softer than the volcanic beaches you find elsewhere on the island. And the water, crystal clear. On a sunny day you get this perfect shade of turquoise that looks straight out of the travel brochure. The waves here are usually pretty calm, making it great for swimming, though occasionally the tide can get a bit stronger. One thing about Playa del Duque, it's not a party beach. If you're looking for tons of bars and restaurants right on the sand, you won't find them here. There are a few places nearby, but for the most part this beach is about relaxing, soaking up the sun and just enjoying the scenery. That's actually what makes it feel special. There's no loud music, no massive crowds, just a really peaceful and beautiful spot to enjoy the ocean. Now, while it's a calm beach, it still has a bit of adventurous side. If you're into a little excitement, there are some rocky spots nearby where people go cliff diving. It's not crazy high, but definitely enough for a jump in the water. Just like anywhere else, if you're thinking about jumping, always check the depth first because tides can change. As for facilities, Playa del Duque is really well set up. You've got sunbeds and umbrellas for rent, clean showers, changing rooms, and lifeguards on duty throughout the day. It's also connected to a long seafront promenade, so if you feel like taking a walk and exploring other beaches in the area, you totally can. Now, the downside here is also parking. Like most beaches in Costa Adeje, parking is a pain. There's no free parking nearby, so you either have to pay or park a bit further away and walk. If you're coming during peak hours, be ready for a bit of a hassle finding a spot. So why does Cristina love Playa del Duque so much? Well, it's got everything she likes in a beach. It's beautiful, not too crowded, has clear water and feels a little more exclusive without being pretentious. Whether you want to relax, swim or even do a bit of cliff diving, this beach has something for everyone. Definitely a place worth visiting. Next up on our list is Playa Jardin in Puerto de la Cruz. This beach is actually a combination of three smaller beaches, Playa de Castillo, Playa Chica and Playa Maria Jimenez. Together, they form a beautiful stretch of coastline that's been a favorite for both locals and visitors. Designed by the renowned Canarian artist Cesar Manrique, Playa Jardin offers more than just a place to swim. The area is surrounded by lush gardens, walking paths, and even features artistic touches that make it unique. The black volcanic sand and the backdrop of Mount Teide on a clear day provide a picturesque setting that's hard to beat. However, it's important to mention that, as of now, swimming at Playa Jardin is temporarily prohibited. Back in July 2024, the local authorities detected elevated levels of bacteria, specifically E. coli, in the water. This contamination has been linked to issues with wastewater treatment infrastructure, including a malfunctioning underwater outfall near Punta Brava. As a result, the beach has been closed for swimming for over 6 months now, and there's no definitive date for when it will reopen. This closure has been a significant blow to the local community. Many businesses around the beach rely heavily on tourism, and the prolonged ban has affected their livelihoods. The local government, in collaboration with the regional authorities, has initiated repair works on the treatment plant and the underwater outfall. While these efforts are ongoing, the reopening of the beach depends on the successful completion of these projects and subsequent water quality tests. For now, while you can take a dip in the waters of Playa Jardin, the area still offers plenty to enjoy. The gardens and promenades are open, providing a lovely spot for a walk or a picnic. Plus, the views remain as stunning as ever, making it a great place for photography or simply to relax and take in the scenery. Well, it's a pity that such a beautiful and iconic beach is currently off limits for swimming, but safety comes first. We'll keep an eye on the situation and hope that Playa Jardin will soon be restored to its full glory. Next up on our list is Playa del Tamadite, a hidden gem that's perfect for those who love a good hike. This spot is tucked away in the Anaga Rural Park, and getting there is an adventure in itself. To reach Playa del Tamadite, you start from the village of Taganana. The trail is about 10 kilometers round trip with an elevation gain of up to 500 meters. It's considered moderately challenging and usually takes around 4 to 5 hours to complete. The path winds through lush landscapes, offering stunning views of the rugged coastline and the Atlantic Ocean. It's a trek that rewards you with both natural beauty and a sense of accomplishment. Now, it's important to know that Playa del Tamadite isn't your typical beach destination. The shoreline is made up of rocks and black volcanic sand, and the waves can be quite strong. Swimming here isn't recommended due to the powerful currents. Instead, it's a place to relax, enjoy the sound of the waves, and take in the unspoiled surroundings. The seclusion and the effort required to get here mean it's often quiet, offering a peaceful retreat away from the usual tourist spots. One of the things we love about Playa del Tamadite is how exclusive it feels. Because it's not easily accessible, you won't find crowds here. There's no commercialization, no beach bars, no facilities, just pure, untouched nature. It's basically a reminder of Tenerife's wild side, far removed from the bustling resorts. If you're planning to make this hike, be sure to wear sturdy footwear and bring plenty of water. The trail can be steep in places and the sun can be intense, so sun protection is a recommendation. Also keep in mind that the weather condition can change rapidly in this region, so it's a good idea to check the forecast before heading out. In summary, Playa del Tamadite is a special spot for us, and I hope for those willing to venture off the beaten path. The combination of a rewarding hike and the serene natural beauty of the beach makes it a standout experience in Tenerife. It's not for everyone, but if you're up for the adventure, it's well worth the effort. Alright, you've been patient so far, and thank you for that. Now we're down to our top 3, and at number 3 is Playa Roque Bermejo. This is a true hidden gem on Tenerife's northeastern tip. This secluded spot offers a unique blend of adventure and tranquility, making it a favorite for those willing to venture off the beaten path. To get there, you'll need to drive to the village of Chamorga, which is pretty much the end of the road in this part of the island. The drive itself is an experience, with winding roads and stunning views through the Anaga Rural Park. Once you reach Chamorga, the journey isn't over. You've got a hike ahead of you. The trail from Chamorga to Playa Roque Bermejo is about 4 kilometers each way, so you're looking at roughly 8 kilometers round trip. It's a moderately challenging hike, taking you through lush landscapes past the Anaga Lighthouse and offering breathtaking views of the rugged coastline. The path can be steep and uneven in places, so good footwear is a must. But trust me, the effort is well worth it. As you descend towards the ocean, you'll arrive at this small black sand beach nestled next to a quaint fishing village. The beach is pristine, with the dark volcanic sand contrasting beautifully against the clear blue waters. It's not your typical tourist spot. There are no facilities, sunbeds, or crowds, just the sound of the waves and the occasional seagull. The adjacent village is home to a handful of fishermen's cottages, and interestingly, there's a small bar that sometimes opens. We've been fortunate enough to find it open at that time. It's a charming spot to rest and maybe chat with some locals if you're lucky enough to find the bar open. However, don't count on it for refreshments, so be sure to pack enough water and snacks for your trip. Now, if the hike back seems a bit daunting after a day of exploration, there's an alternative. Some local boat operators offer water taxi services from Roque Bermejo back to San Andres near Playa de Las Teresitas. This can be a good way to return, a relaxing way, giving you a different perspective of the coastline. However, these services aren't always regular, so it's essential to arrange them in advance. I've read that one such operator is Nautica Nivaria, who is known to offer trips to this area. So always confirm schedules and availability ahead of time to ensure a smooth experience. A couple of tips if you're planning this adventure. Start early to make the most of the daylight and avoid the midday heat. Also, from Santa Cruz to Chamorga you have to drive around 40 minutes to 1 hour. The weather in this region can change rapidly, so check the forecast and be prepared for varying conditions. And, of course, take all your little bag with you to keep this beautiful spot pristine. So Playa Roque Bermejo is a slice of untouched Tenerife, offering solitude, natural beauty, and a sense of accomplishment for those willing to make the journey. It's not just purely a beach visit, it's a combination of hiking, landscapes, and the charm of a remote village. If you're up for it, this spot is truly something special, and we love it. That's why this is our favorite beach, number 3. Coming in at number 2 on our list is Playa de Benijo. This beach is exceptional, especially during the summer months. It's got that wild, unspoiled vibe with its expansive black volcanic sand and dramatic rock formation jutting out of the Atlantic. The landscape here is nothing short of breathtaking. One thing to note is that Playa de Benijo is monitored between May and October. So if you're planning a visit outside of these months, keep in mind that there won't be a lifeguard on duty. The waves can be pretty powerful, and the currents even more so. But it makes a good hot spot for surfers. On the other hand, the swimmers should exercise cautions, especially during the off-season. Getting to Benijo is part of the adventure. The drive takes you through Anaga Rural Park with curvy roads offering stunning views. Parking here can be a bit tricky, as spaces are limited and the area is quite remote, but with a bit of patience it's manageable. Quick tip: before you hit the beach, I highly recommend stopping at Restaurante Playa Casa Africa, located near Playa del Roque de las Bodegas. This spot is known for serving some of the best fried octopus with red peppers on the island. And the restaurant offers a down-to-earth experience with views over the waves at Playa Roque de las Bodegas. It makes a perfect place to fuel up before or after your beach day. Playa de Benijo has this laid-back, somewhat hippie atmosphere. You'll often find surfers catching waves and a lot of motorhomes parked nearby with people just soaking in the natural beauty. It's one of those places where time seems to slow down and you can truly disconnect. The beach's remote location and unspoiled environment make it a haven for those looking to escape the more crowded tourist spots. And if you're into photography, the sunsets at Benijo are legendary. The way the light hits the rock formation and reflects off the black sand creates a scene that's both dramatic and serene. To wrap it up, Playa de Benijo offers a unique blend of natural beauty, tranquility, and a touch of adventure. And it's also a beach for the creative ones. So if you're a surfer, a nature lover, this beach has something specific to offer. And now we've made it to our number one favorite beach, Playa de Las Teresitas. Maybe we're a little biased since it's just 11 kilometers from our home in Santa Cruz, but honestly this beach is special. It has everything you'd want in a beach. Beautiful golden sand, calm waters, plenty of space, and a super chill atmosphere. Playa de Las Teresitas is located right next to the small fishing village of San Andres, in the northeast of Tenerife. Getting here is easy. It's a short 10 to 15 minutes drive from Santa Cruz, and unlike most beaches on this island, parking here is completely free. Now, even though the parking lot is huge, if you come during peak season or on a weekend, it might take a few minutes to find a spot. But the good thing is, you will always find a spot. You just need a little patience. That's a rare thing for a popular beach and definitely one of the reasons we love coming here. The first thing that makes Playa de Las Teresitas different from most beaches in Tenerife is the golden sand. This golden sand was actually imported from the Sahara Desert back in the 1970s. It gives the whole place a tropical feel, especially with all the palm trees lining the beach. Another huge plus is the water conditions. Because of the large breakwater in front of the beach, the water here is super calm all year round. No big waves, no dangerous currents, just perfect conditions for swimming, floating, or even bringing kids to play in the shallow areas. It's a safe, relaxed beach, which is why both locals and tourists love it. Now, let's talk about prices, because this beach is surprisingly affordable. Unlike other beaches in Europe, where renting a sunbed and umbrella can cost a small fortune, here you can get a sunbed for just €2 and an umbrella for another 2. So for just €6, you can have a comfy setup for the entire day. That's pretty much unbeatable for a beach like this. One thing though to keep in mind, the rentals close around 6 p.m, even during summer. So if you're planning to stay late and watch the sunset, bring your own towel or chair. There are plenty of beach bars or chiringuitos along the shore where you can grab a cold drink, a snack, or even a full meal. The prices are fairly reasonable and you can usually get a cold beer, a mojito, or a fresh seafood tapa without spending too much. One of the things that makes this beach so photogenic is the background landscape. You've got tall palm trees, the golden sand, and then in the distance the green mountains of Anaga, which make for an incredible backdrop. And by the way, speaking of photography, since we're photographers, we've had a lot of professional photo sessions here. From family portraits to surprise marriage proposals, engagement sessions, and even weddings. So Playa de Las Teresitas is one of the best beaches in Tenerife for photo shoots. The lighting here is beautiful and there's so much space that you can always find the perfect spot. So if you're ever in need of a professional photographer in Tenerife, whether it's for a wedding, a couple shoot, a family session, or even just a cool beach photo shoot for yourself, hit us up. We'd love to capture some amazing moments for you. In the end, Playa de Las Teresitas is more than just a beach for us. It's our go-to place to relax, to bike, to clear our minds, and to enjoy living on this island. It's easy to get to, it's beautiful all year round, and it never feels overly crowded, even in peak season. And with that, we've reached the end of our top beaches in Tenerife list. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this beach tour and maybe even discover some new places to check out. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures. And if you've been to Playa de Las Teresitas or any of the beaches we've talked about today, let us know in the comments which one is your favorite. Thanks again and see you in the next video.